What the heck is this? Square box, round bracket? That's not gonna work. Things just got really interesting. Hello friends and welcome to the channel. I am finishing up a bathroom refresh here in my basement and I've run into a little snag. I'm getting ready to replace the light fixture that was down here. However, the mounting bracket that came with the new fixture I ordered does not fit the shape of the old electrical box that was here in the bathroom. So I'm kind of at a dilemma. I could attempt to install the new fixture on the old electrical box.
Nope.
And see what happens. The other option is to replace the existing electrical box with one that will better accommodate the bracket that I need to use. Now for demonstration purposes, I am going to attempt to install the new fixture on the existing bracket and show you why that may not be such a great idea. Now, as you can see, aesthetically, it looks okay. However, upon further inspection, you'll find that is not nearly as secure as we need it to be, and in fact could pose a major safety hazard. Therefore, we need to replace the old electrical box, so that's what we're going to do.
Screech.
No. No.
Oh yeah!
All right, so here's what we're working with. This is what is often known as an old work box or a retrofit box. These are commonly used in remodeling situations, such as where you may need to relocate the position or the location of an existing outlet, or in our case, you just need to replace the existing outlet with something of a different shape and size. These are different from what's typically found in new installation, where those boxes are generally attached to some framing in the wall. The way these work and what makes them unique is they have these little tabs here. So you insert this into the wall, flush with the wall, and then by tightening these screws, you'll open up these tabs and it'll sort of form a compression fit between the face of the wall and the back of the wall. As you can see, it's a perfect match for the bracket that came with our light fixture, much better than the rectangular box that's in there now. So that's going to give us just a much more secure fit and finish. All right, now that the fixture's been removed, the bracket's off, the next step is to remove the old electrical box. Now, depending on how that's been installed, that could be very simple, could require a little elbow grease. I really don't know until I get in there. As I mentioned before, boxes involved in new construction are typically attached to a stud in some way, shape, or form. So if that's the case, to avoid having to rip out the wall, we're going to have to figure out a way to cut the nails holding it in place as minimally invasive as I can. That could involve using a hacksaw blade or a reciprocating saw, depending on your comfort level with that particular tool. So again, I don't know what I'm going to find, but I am thinking it's going to involve having to cut some nail in some way, shape, or form. So let's go find out what we're dealing with. All right, so here we are up at the box again. My thoughts are that this could be connected to a stud or some sort of framing either above or below or off to one of the sides or some combination of each. So I'm just going to kind of see if it's loose at all or what I might be able to do to kind of help figure out where it might be attached. But one thing I just noticed are these tabs, which I'm not really sure what these are for, but I'm going to open those up and, oh, that seems to be doing something. Could it be that easy? Oh, wow. Yep, look at that. Well, definitely lucked out on this one. It looks like there's some sort of bracket that had this clipped into place with these tabs. So I'm just going to undo the connection that's got these wires clamped in, and I think I should be able to pull this out. And if that's the case, boy, this saved me a heck of a lot of time. And there we go. I was able to pull that right out. Next, I'll just have to loosen this screw that's connecting the wire into the box, and then we can get started with the installation of the new one. All right, so what we're gonna do is take the new box and center it on the existing hole as best we can, and just trace the outline. And that will give us a rough idea of where we need to remove some excess drywall. All right, with my trusty drywall saw, I'm going to do my best not to make a huge mess and not to cut any of these wires. And I'm just going to go along the outline, and we'll see you back here in a minute. All right, our hole is cut to the right size. Before I put this in, I need to pull the wires through these little clips here, depending on where the wire's coming from. We can now fit the box into the wall. Now I want to make sure this is level, so I'm going to take a few screws and level this out. Looks good to me. All right, that seems pretty secure. And I think we're done. And there you have it. Whew, that could have been a lot worse than it actually turned out to be. But just goes to show you that even the best laid plans, I don't know how the saying goes.
It fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
But you know what I'm trying to get at. Hopefully you found this useful. If so, let me know down below in the comments. I think the biggest takeaway is that whatever the project is, you should be ready to pivot at any moment in time, because very rarely do things go smoothly from start to finish. So in this case, we hit a little speed bump, we had to reassess, we made some changes, and now we can get back on track. So again, hope you found this useful. Appreciate you taking the time to stick with me on this one. A little exciting. We didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into. So hope you enjoyed the ride, and we'll see you on the next one.